Oh, shit. I'm on. It's fucking shooting the breeze. I was actually messaging Lee Priest. What's up, bitches and hoes? I hope everybody had a good weekend and everybody showered, because I know the people that watch the show are a bunch of dirty ass motherfuckers. Yeah, fuck you too, Forrest. Anyway, I come on early because I got to plug Evolve, my one sponsor. Screw you guys, because I have a sponsor. Evolve Nutrition. Go buy shit from them. 110 New Jersey Route 10, East Hanover, New Jersey. The phone number is 973-647-4625. The website is Evolve Nutrition, EHNJ.shop. The discount code is SS20. You get 20% off, and he delivers to any state in the union. I mean, in the country, the union. Fucking idiots. But no, seriously, he's got good shit, and he will ship. And if you don't see something, he will order it for you, and he will give you 20% off with discount code SS20. That's Evolve Nutrition, 973-647-4625. Evolve Nutrition, EHNJ.shop, 110 New Jersey 10, East Hanover, New Jersey. All right. Well, I'm waiting for Lee Priest and Chris Massaro to join us, and possibly Xavier from Desktop, and possibly Kenson from EP09, but for sure, Chris and Lee. Now, I have to ring my gong to get the show started. Okay? This is how I'm going to start every show from now on. Ring the gong. That means the show has officially started. Assholes. And Forrest, no. Okay, I know your neighbors. They say you stick them out to high heaven. You shower my mother. That's gross, because my mother needs an aide to wash her down because she's 90 and she has dementia. Ugh, and you don't want to bang that aide. She is disgusting. I apologize. I am too busy, but I'll listen. Well, thank you, Xavier. You're very nice. I send you the link every week, and so you're welcome on anytime. So not a big deal. But what the hell was I gonna? Oh, right. 3 weeks till the Olympia. I will be doing a live feed, prejudging and finals. Everybody could join us. Thank you, Holly, my most dearest Instagram friend and YouTube friend. Thank you, Holly, very much. Yeah, we will be doing a live feed, a watch along. Me, and so far it is going to be, I'm going to ask Chris if he wants to do it. Lee is going to jump in and out because he has to be at the Jim Reaper's booth in Olympia, at the Olympia. And my other friend, Rich, the black guy, the bodybuilder I'm friends with. He's on from time to time. He hasn't been on in a while. He's a pro bodybuilder. You know who he is. He's coming on, and I'll see if I can get whoever else wants to jump on, right? Because it is long. It's 3-4 hours each night. It's a pain in the ass. But it should be fun because this week should be stacked, son. Where are these guys? I just texted them. It's fucking, what time is it? Is it even time to start yet? No, I'm early. It's 8:29. I always start a little early because I got to plug the sponsor. You know what I mean? My other channel, if you guys know, I revamped the whole thing. I talk about current events. It's a little bit more of a serious channel because I call it Serious Outcasts. And obviously, we only started it last week, so we were talking about Charlie Kirk the whole time. Next video, I'm going to look into some other current events that is happening. I put out one this morning. And I don't know if you guys know, but when you revamp a channel and you restructure everything, it's like starting from scratch. So my views are down to dog shit. So go over there and subscribe and watch one. Oh, shit. Oh, it's fucking Lee Priest. What's up, bro?
Good. Not much. Just been booking a hotel for Nashville, and then the last few nights in Vegas. I'll move from wherever I'm staying at down to the Grand Vacations, because the Grand Vacations are a good hotel and they have a good little gym in there. And
where was that?
They have on the strip down near the Stratosphere. They're a pretty good place.
There's so many. I just came back from Las Vegas. There's so many fucking.
Well, I like this one because it's just like an apartment. It has a full kitchen, washer and dryer. So I like to do my laundry when I'm away. So, you know. Oh, Jesus, cat, you got to find me in every room, this cat. Fucking hell, can't I?
I know. I had a fucking hemorrhoid today, bro.
Oh.
And I came home and I had to shove one of them silver bullets up my ass.
Oh, the suppositories.
Yeah. Fuck. It feels better, though. I just did it before we got on.
I actually thought I had a hemorrhage the other day because at the expo, where I was at that expo in fucking Sydney all weekend, all I had was breakfast and dinner, because during the expo, you can't fucking eat. You sit down to eat. You know, I love my fans, but fuck me dead. Can't you see I'm fucking eating? Can I have a photo? Okay, sit back. Can I have a photo?
Oh,
so I just
for you, Lee. So. Everybody wants a photo. Do you know what I would?
Can't you wait 5 minutes for a guy to fucking eat? Or they come up and go, I don't want to disturb you. And I'm like, but you fucking are. So
do you know what I would do if somebody actually fucking recognized me and wanted a photo? I would literally fucking give the guy a hand job. I'd be like, yes, thank you. Jesus, it's working.
Well, I'll remember that. I'll remember that if I'm lonely, I'll go, aren't you, John?
Aren't you, John?
Then I'm going to drop my pants and stand there.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yo, it's big bad Chris Massaro.
What's up?
What's up, Chris? How you feeling, man?
Feeling good. Had to get a new camera. My old one was glitching out and everything. So,
very cool. Chris has a new podcast he does with Dom, and it's called, what is it called? The Anabolic Mafia?
Anabolic Mafia. Very homage to the Italian roots.
Oh yeah, great. Do you know how not much of a threat the Italians are in New York anymore? Do you know they completely disassembled the feds part of organized crime in New York?
All legit.
Yeah, they literally got rid of, like, the FBI was like, we don't need them anymore. We don't even need this category anymore. They did it in Boston and they did it in New York. They got rid of the organized crime category in the feds.
That's crazy.
I know. So how is Alaska, dude?
Right now, it's kind of shitty. It's been raining for like a month straight. We had like 1 day of some sun and then mostly just a lot of rain. Not liking it.
What do you do when it rains?
Sit inside and go to the gym. That's all there is to do.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Lee?
See if Chris can appreciate that. My friend Derek from Anchorage, who promotes shows up there and who does the drag racing, he sent me that message because I said, how fast did I get from Anchorage to Fairbanks that time? He's like, you broke the record. I think it still stands. So I drove from Anchorage to Fairbanks in 4 hours.
That's crazy. That's like half the time.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be like driving from like Albany to like Brooklyn in like an hour and a half. That's
holy shit.
He goes, I'm surprised you didn't crash. You had my fucking, I think you had a Tahoe or something. He goes, you had it pegged all the way through the fucking, I think it went through, is it Denali National Forest? You go through that way or something? Cool.
I say, how were you driving? A fucking.
Oh, I was driving it like I was on the racetrack.
Holy shit.
You or hit a moose. You see, like, there's like a sign that says like this many moose have been killed on the road, and you see a car hit a moose, it just totals the whole thing.
Oh yeah, especially so. We're going slow somewhere when we got back near Anchorage. I remember on the side of the road, I think I mentioned before, a moose came up, and you're looking out the window at its chest, its head's like above the roof of the car almost. Some of those are massive.
Oh, yeah. Especially up there near Fairbanks. Those are like the biggest ones. It's like a Clydesdale.
Yo, Chris, I've never been in the military, but I have this vision and this like concept of what it's like to be in the military. So I wanted to run it by you to see if it's accurate.
Sure. What's up?
All right.
This is one of these fantasies, Chris.
Yeah. So first you're in basic training, you know, with a drill sergeant, and he's really mean and he yells at everybody, you know, and he curses a lot. And there's this one fat guy who really can't get his shit together, and the sergeant calls him a Goma pile because of a late show that was on, you know, and then Goma pile winds up killing himself because of the psychological torture that the sergeant. Am I on to something?
Are you on to something? I mean, like, as in, does that happen?
I guess you never saw Full Metal Jacket.
No, of course I've seen Full Metal Jacket.
Is this Heartbreak Ridge or something?
No, what I was really saying, what I really think happens, this is what I think happens, right? I think you go to basic training, then they send you off to like some third world shithole, right? And then you're on a mission to find whatever you got to do or find. And on your way, you see like a peasant like having his way with a goat, right? And then you're like, you can't be fucking the goat, and you shoot him in the face. Right. And then the goat herder fucking is like, you're his hero now. So he says to you, because you saved my goat, you could have sex with my wife for $8 American. And then you go, that's disgusting. And you shoot him in the face.
But little do you know his wife is the goat.
Yeah. And then what happens is, I haven't gotten that far, but that's good. That's good. And then what happens is you find out that he was actually beating his wife the whole time, and she winds up blowing everybody in your battalion.
Have you seen your psychiatrist lately, John?
That's a hell of a fantasy, I guess.
Has anything ever remotely similar to that has ever happened?
anything remotely close to that?
I can tell you right now. So I've never been deployed in that type of situation. I've never been deployed.
I'm asking the wrong guy then. That definitely happened.
I've heard some stories about some crazy shit happening, but I can't say anything like that. So, or
what happens is you're already stationed in Germany, and then it turns out you find out that this mother lost 4 out of her 5 sons, and then you got to retract your mission, and you have to go look for her final son and send him home because that's her only son left. Right? The guy happens to be named Ryan, by the way, and you have to go.
Was he a private? Was he a private? Look, I can show Chris this because I showed you this last time. Chris will appreciate this. Look at this one. I got this here.
Oh, you got a challenge coin?
That one.
Hey, nice.
And then when I was up there, I shot a rifle, or I can't remember what type of gun it was, and I hit the big metal plate that was a long way away, and I went ding. So they gave me this for hitting the target.
Nice. That's actually pretty badass.
In a nice velvet case from up at, I got this from up at Fort Wainwright.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Wow.
It's got the expert infantry badge in the bottom and everything. It's badass.
I have nothing like that.
They at the Tampa Pro, they actually gave us challenge coins. I don't think anybody really realized what that was.
Did they?
Yeah, so I gave it away to my boss because he was able to support me and everything, getting off work. So
cool.
Yeah, a lot of those guys collect them.
What about? Did you ever have this story where you're on horses and you're in Afghanistan and there's like 12 of you, so they'll say like the 12 strong, and you're like on these horses against the Taliban and you're surrounded.
Yeah.
And there's a guy in it. He looks just like Chris Hemsworth. He's on your team.
Just like him, like Thor, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Just like the.
But everyone.
That was the Avengers when they went to Afghanistan.
Son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, that's right. They had Iron Man, didn't they? The old
You fucked it up for everybody, Lee. I tell you, Chris. Would you like to join me on the live feed doing? You might be doing it on your own podcast. I don't know. On the live feed doing watch along for the Olympia?
It depends. I'll be there. I'm gonna be at the Olympia.
Oh, son of a bitch!
I'm gonna be down there with Omega Mino for the O.
I gotta get a
spot. I'll be there. I'll see you there, Chris. I'll be there with Jim Reapers.
Oh, sick! Yeah, I'll come over to the booth.
How come all you guys fucking got all these big sponsors? You don't do You don't help a brother out. Nothing.
But I won't be watching the show at the show, so I'll be in my room. So I'll come on live with you.
All right, well, so far it's just Rich. You know my black friend from Canada, the pro bodybuilder who's been on a couple of times with me.
You always got to have one black friend to say you're not racist.
Of course.
Yeah. 2 months speed dial.
Yeah, I nicknamed him Token. The hell is wrong with you guys?
It's so funny. So like there's like a running joke that like when you're in the military, like people think, I don't know why right now people will think that if you're in the military, you're right wing, you're racist. They make up all these assumptions. If you see a friend group from like an infantry unit, there's like a cowboy, there's like a Chinese guy, there's like a thug, there's like a Mexican guy, you know, like there's someone for every freaking background.
All that shit goes out the window when the shit hits the fan.
Yeah,
like, all goes out the window.
Matter. And also, like you're able to talk shit to each other, and nobody cares. It's who can talk the most shit to the other guy.
Yeah, that's how it is in my locker room. You know, because it's all guys in that work in the sewer. Yeah, we talk so much shit.
Do they still do it? I know for a while there wasn't there some. This was probably a year or two back where there were some people who were getting into the military and army, or actually remember they were suing or trying to take their drill sergeants to court because of the way they spoke to them. It was very degrading, they said, and it was harsh because they were yelling at them all the time. I'm thinking, if you go to war, the enemy's not going to be fucking nice. So it's like
things have definitely changed. You know, like I'll hear stories about some of my buddies who are drills or were drills, and like you know, if anybody's watching this who isn't infantry, you know, we call them pogues, right? People other than grunts. It's not really bad, but just anybody who's not infantry is probably going to be treated a little bit better. So I think it's definitely softening up a little bit. And I don't know, not for when I went through, it was not very soft, but I don't know. It really just depends, I guess.
I got to take
your story.
Yeah, I got a friend here. I won't say his name. He does like different stuff, but he does sort of trains people, and that he said he's been called in a few times for language he's used against people, and they've complained. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't get it. Like you're signing up to kill bad guys.
Yeah, like if you get held captive, you don't just say, God forbid, you're over in that area and the Taliban did get you. Oh, don't talk to me that way, please. I'm very upset.
Yeah, right. As they're like electrocuting your nipples or something like that.
Exactly. Right? As they're kneeling you down and getting the fucking butter knife to cut your fucking head off. It's like, what? Fucking idiots.
I just don't get it, you know, like, especially if you're signing up to be like a shooter, you know, I don't know. So when I went through, there was like kind of like a quote unquote like fight club, believe it or not, you know, like the guys would get together and box it out either with something on their hands or bare knuckle, whatever. But like the drills knew what was going on. People coming down with black eyes all the time and bloody lips, like, but you're signing up to freaking kill people for a living, you know, like let boys be boys also, you know?
Exactly. What do you think now, because you've been in there and all that? I know John talks about this on a different show, but what do you think about all these different scenarios and conspiracies coming out about the shooter with Charlie Kirk? And some say, you know, now the latest one I saw was how Charlie Kirk's sitting this way. They're showing a photo where it like goes here and there's like a splatter, and then you see the hole coming out this side. So now they're saying the shooter was behind in it, because in slow motion, you see the blood just go here a little bit, but then you see the hole open up on the side of his neck, and then he falls.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the video post. I mean, it was horrible. You know, the kids are there. His wife is there.
Yeah,
you couldn't wish a worse situation on someone, right? But, yeah, I don't know. Like at first, I remember they said he was shot from the front and then the side. Yeah. It looked to me like it was from this way. You know, the way his body reacted, but you know.
There's so many damn conspiracy theories, and I knew this was going to happen.
Like, I'm talking about that manhole in the ground where they're digging up the dirt. There's a manhole to say the shooter was in the hole shooting up from the ground. I'm like, what the fuck?
It was either from right in front or the side. I mean, but either way, like people are acting like you have to be like, you know, whatever John Wick to make the shot. It's like within 200 meters. That's nothing. Like any private with a gun could shoot with that. You know.
Yeah. That's what there's another podcast that a millennial, the old millennial. He basically said the same thing. He goes, anybody could shoot a 200
with any scope.
Yeah. Anybody with So I don't know, but yeah, I knew there was going to be 4 million conspiracy theories coming out. You could go down the rabbit hole, and On my other channel, I try not to do that. What I try to do is just give you the facts and then my opinion behind the facts. That's basically it. I don't like to go. Everybody's talking about Israel and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And even Netanyahu went on and was like, "Me? What the fuck did I do?"
Well, like, I saw the thing. It said like you got like this person says that Trump is like Hitler, and then this person says that he's like like actually run by Israel. It's like, who is he? Like it's both sides have a crazy story that they're making up.
Yeah,
like,
I don't even bother.
What's funny is people ask me like as if I know anything.
Yeah,
Like, oh, what do you think? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're in the military. You got your hand on the pulse, being in the forces.
Yeah,
we don't even know what's going on in our day while it's the day.
Yeah,
like,
I'm in Alaska, buddy. I don't know what to tell you.
That's one thing I love about it up here. Nobody gives a shit. Like it's kind of like you get like hippies and rednecks at the same time who are just having a good time doing whatever, and they kind of like a little bit separated from the rest of the country in a way.
Isn't there part of Alaska where alcohol is prohibited?
What's that?
Isn't there part of Alaska where alcohol is outlawed still?
I don't know. Not here.
I don't know.
Like,
I love it. Aren't the native people up there too? Don't they get so much from the government too because of the oil and stuff up there? Or
it's everybody. So if you're a resident, you get like a stipend once a year. It's like I don't know, like $1,500, maybe a couple $1,000.
Fuck that makes me want to move to Alaska.
Yeah,
$2,000.
It's pros and cons. Yeah, except Amazon Prime takes 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, you still didn't get your shirt yet, right?
No, I never. Also, they just lose their shit all the time. You'll order stuff and get it like 2 months later. Be like, oh yeah, sorry. I remember my posing trunks never came. I had to like order again, and they're like, oh yeah.
Well, if you don't get your shirt by next week, I'll send another one.
There's a moose. Yeah. There's a moose wearing it somewhere around.
It's a moose
like Rocky and Bullwinkle.
It's a nice fucking shirt.
Is that it?
No. This is an old school bodybuilding.
Oh, okay.
So all right, we got to talk about.
This one here is from a thing. If you follow them too, barbells and badges. They do like a lot of police, firefighter, even military shirts.
Oh yeah,
barbells and badges. They're pretty good.
You know what? I want to shout out Steel for a second. You guys know Jason Hull. He runs Steel, right?
I know
Steel supplements. Yeah. So, good friend of mine. We've been friends for a long time. So, talk about giving back. So, for the past week, they donated I think all the orders, they donated a major portion to the Turning Point USA.
Yep.
That's right.
And part of it was because he was getting they were all getting so much hate speech because they were saying, hey, this is sad that this husband and father died. And then, so instead they went and said, you know what, we're going to give to his foundation. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I donated just on 500 yesterday to Turning Point because I watched Conservative Vibes and he had a live with memorials on, and he wanted to get the 50 on these like the super chats.
Yeah.
So if Ray's got the 50 of them, he can keep the Charlie Kirk billboard up near the Utah thing for another month and a half or so. So I kept donating it, doing super chats. And at first he goes, that's a nice name. He goes, are you paying homage to Lee Priest, the bodybuilder, or are you Lee Priest? I said, I'm in.
No, that's funny. I guess we would just use different names, right?
Shit. Yeah, you know what? You guys make me feel bad. I'm going to have to donate, like a couple of bucks to Turning Point.
As I'm doing it too, because I was doing American dollars and I'm thinking, the conversion, that's actually double. So I'm like, better not tell the wife.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
talk
a little bit about bodybuilding, fellas. I hate to do this to you, but we're 25 minutes in. We haven't talked about bodybuilding yet.
All right. I got the list out here.
Yeah. So there's a lot of names that people are not even thinking about because either they qualified last year or fucking early in the year. And one of those names, which I completely forgot about, was Brett Wilkin.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen the progress pics, and he looks insane. Yeah. So I don't know. There's let's see. The other guy that nobody's talking about is Tony O'Burton. I think I think of course everybody's talking about Urs because that's soon. That's just happened. I don't think
he'll be lucky. He'll be lucky to get top 10.
Yeah, I agree.
But you agree he should go, right? you know, I put something out like,
if you're in shape, and you may as well go. Just like I said, just you know, it's going to be good publicity. It's good for the thing. You've got lots of fans there. It'd be different if it was like 2 months after his last show or something, maybe. But being so close and he's in shape, why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen to you, you know?
Exactly. Like very few people could turn pro, and even fewer people could be an elite pro, and even fewer people could make it to the Olympia. So if you make it, I don't care what Sean Ray says. If you make it, fucking go, because that is a feat in of itself. And plus, you don't know what's going to happen. You could break your leg. You could.
Yeah, you never know.
You know.
But even too, you never know what could happen, because if he comes in shape.
Yeah.
And some of those other names were said who are going to be from 7th to 10th. If some of them coming off, he can get into the top 10. So
yeah, we've seen week lineups.
Phenomenal.
What'd you say, Chris?
He beat Quinn, and Quinn looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
I know. Quentin, I know I say this all the time, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for it because it's like the third time I'm saying it. Quentin's rear double by just fucking kills me. It just kills me. Like there's nothing happening. I don't know what happens, but his whole back disappears with his rear double by. You know, I don't know what the deal is. Like when he does a lat spread, it's really impressive. But once he does that, it just loses all detail. And
I can't really think of it right now. I remember seeing him, you know, I was 2 feet away from him backstage. He looked insane, like very, very, very 3D, you know?
Yeah.
So
how do you think the order of top 5 will look at the O? And it sounds like Ramy will be Ramy. Oh, do you mean
be there competing or be there in the audience?
I don't think he's going to be there competing, unless you heard something I didn't hear.
Sounds like Creasy's going to be there too, from what I hear.
Yeah. But even if Big Ramy were to compete, I don't think he'd break the top 5 anyway.
No, he'd be in the top. I reckon the top 7 or 8. But you know who I saw probably a couple of weeks ago? I'm not sure you can find it on his page. Was Brendan Curry doing biceps, and I was thinking it's the best I've seen Brandon in a long time, and people are just sort of glossing over him, but he could still move up somewhere near the 6 or 7.
He doesn't age. I don't get it.
Yeah, no. I know. The guy's fucking still looks amazing.
His skin that I saw him doing the bicep just looked thin. It was full. It was like really
better than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember, a long time ago, he kind of had like thick skin a little bit, like 15 years ago. Like it's crazy to even say, like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But then like his skin just keeps getting thinner and thinner. That happens with age, but if you can get that thin skin, but also keep your legs with age, I mean, he looks sick. Look at Dexter.
I said people wrote Bonac off a couple of years ago, and he came back and wiped the floor again. So who knows?
Yeah.
We haven't seen Brendan fully since last time. So who knows? He might turn up and shock everyone.
It's true, and that's all just basically hard work, dedication, and believing in yourself, right? Because Brandon Curry, I would say, when did I go to the Olympia? 10 years ago. I went, for my 40th birthday. I went, 9 years ago. And he was just a regular bodybuilder. You know, he was like maybe second tier guy. I met him. I took a picture with him. He was with Max Charles, met him, the whole deal. And then all of a sudden he makes the decision where it's sink or swim, right? And I'm going to Dubai, and he goes to Dubai, not Dubai, I'm sorry.
Kuwait.
Kuwait. He goes to Kuwait, I'm sorry, with Oxygen Gym, and he just transforms like I've never seen in my life, right? The only other transformation I've seen that in modern day is Samson when he was with Milos. But this guy just fucking and then he comes back and he wins the whole Olympia, and it's like, wow.
That was with the anabolic chicken, right?
Yeah, the anabolic chicken. Yeah, that's right. Who is the guy, the trainer, the guy that owns fucking
I don't remember
Oxygen Gym in Kuwait?
He the one that used to go on all the podcasts and that.
Yeah, him and Aceto used to beef because
you go on all the podcasts with his flashy watches and stuff, wouldn't he?
I think so. He would always have
like my $100 Garmin that's been in the woods and everything.
Yeah.
Hey.
He was always have a turban, and then when he came to the States, he wouldn't have it. He was bald. I don't know. But I remember him and Aceto were beefing because I think remember that? I think he was training Ramy, and then who was Aceto training that was coming in like that was Ramy's like. Oh, was it Rodin?
Was he training Rodin?
Was he training? No.
I can't remember who I spoke to. I could have been the expo on the.
Help me out, chat. Who was Aceto training when Ramy was with Oxygen Gym? Help me out here.
I spoke to someone who went over there because I remember I was putting some weights on a bar somewhere, and someone said, "Oh, I loved it when I was in Kuwait. Yeah, people do that for you. You don't even have to load the bars and stuff."
Can you imagine that? Jesus.
Half the workout.
Yeah, and even Ramy is like, he's treated like a god over there, and so is.
But imagine just having your meals done for you. Here's your meals laid out. Here's your plates taken off. Here's your cycle already loaded up, ready to go out.
Yeah. The whole idea is basically you do nothing and just concentrate on
sleep and train. Eat, sleep, and train.
I don't think it doesn't. Yeah, like I think you can grow, but I don't think it's good for you mentally though. Like no. I think you need to be able to do things yourself and have a certain level of freedom, and then be able to say no to things. You know what I mean? Rather than just being locked in a room playing video games. That's what I heard they were doing. You know?
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, and Regan Grimes, he didn't like it. He left. He tried.
He got out, didn't he? He got out quick.
Fuck this. Yeah. Let's see. Question from Angel. Do you think Martin has a chance of getting fourth again, or will it be too small? I think Martin does have a chance of breaking the top 5 again, because I think he's got something to prove, because he did not have a good showing this year. But that being said, Derek was off last year, and there was no Nick. And the younger guys, there's a lot of guys that are going to be there that weren't there last year, like Brett Wilkins. Was Brett Wilkins? No, Brett Wilkins was in Olympia last year. Tonio's a better version of himself. These guys are just getting better and better. And Nick is. I
get called a Derek hater a bit, but if Martin moves in, the one I see moving out would be Derek, because I see Sampson fully locked into the top 4. I see Nick locked in, and Hardy. Derek is the interchangeable one for some reason, who I think could be moved out with Martin or so. And I see Martin moving out Nick or Hardy or Sampson. So for some reason, Derek's the one who I think is pivoting on 4th.
Well, and to prove your point, Derek is the one that's the most not consistent, right? We always see Sampson in shape, and literally every show he gets better and better. Hardy's never out of shape, right? Nick looks better than ever, and he hasn't been out of shape. We've seen Derek inconsistent. We've seen Derek out of shape. We've seen Derek drop the ball. So that would only make sense if one of them would have to be kicked out. It would be Derek, because the only thing you got to go on is his last few shows. And last Olympia, he did not look good at all. And that's why he did that. That's why he did the Arnold, to prove himself and to prove to everybody, no, I'm still here. And then he dominated Sampson, and then went on to win the Pittsburgh as well. So yeah, it would only make sense, because I've out of those top 4 guys we just mentioned, I've never seen anybody else out of shape. Not that Derek was out of shape, but he missed the mark, put it that way, So
what do you think? I was going to say that last question was what do you think the top 5 would be?
Oh, the top 5? That's a rough one. Well, I think it'll be,
or like who's in there. Not doesn't have to be a particular order. But
so you got Sampson. You're gonna have Sampson, Nick, Hardy, Derek, and then probably Brandon. That's a safe top 5.
The 5th one, I think, and like I said, I'll take the 4 you said. The 5th one I can always go with. If Brandon's looking the best ever, Brandon, but then if he's a bit off and Andrew Jack's the best ever, maybe Andrew Jack, or then maybe a Martin if he comes in looking the best.
I think people aren't thinking about is Jordan Hutchinson.
Oh, yeah.
The way he looked, like he's big. He's big, and he comes in really good shape. He can sneak in there.
Thank you, Holly. It's Beta. That's the guy I was thinking of from Oxygen.
Beta Bodie, whatever his name is. Beta Bodie.
Beta, yeah. I don't know. Good.
Isn't there still talk to and hope that they're still saying? I saw Milos put up a post. They're still waiting to see whether Beirut is going to get approved for the visa.
Yeah, they're still fucking working on it, and I hope to God he gets it, because that guy he could be
in the top 5.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. That guy deserves to be on that fucking stage, man.
There's got to be. I wish there was an easier exception for situations like that.
Yeah,
I know, but this was the thing is, though. This was a rough year for Iran and the United States. I don't know if you remember, but a couple months ago we pretty much bombed the shit out of them. that might
just helping.
Even more reason for us to let them come back. We'll just be nice. Yeah.
Trump was like, "Hey, listen, that was so long ago.
You're just helping with the irrigation of the farms. That's all."
Yeah.
You've seen Men in Black, right?
Yeah.
When he steps on with the cockroaches and he's like, I shouldn't even go from there. He's like, "Is that your auntie?"
Yeah.
When he's like squishing them.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I called him cockroach. That's not what I meant, but you know,
He's not going to get it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Holly, you might be right. It's cutting it close. It really is because Hottie's already here. So, but,
I'm really excited to see him and Nick stand next to each other.
yes, I think honestly, Nick is just like I was talking to one of the guys in the gym today, and we were talking about Keon, and I was like, Keon is like is probably the greatest physique I ever laid eyes on in my life, but at the same time, Nick Walker is the freakiest freak I've ever laid eyes on in my life.
Yeah.
Because all the guys, with the exception of Ronnie, I don't like putting Ronnie Coleman in any discussion because to me, Ronnie is in a category of his own, right? But all those other mass monsters, they were flawed, you know?
No, okay, bye, fuck you. I'm off.
Where are you going? like Paul Dillette, no, you know, Marcus Rule, you know, they were kind of they were huge, but they were kind of flawed. Their physiques were flawed. Where Nick is enormous, he's freaky.
Perfect, I think.
Well, Lee Priest was a good bodybuilder. There's no question about it. But I wouldn't consider you a mass monster.
Well, what was your heaviest weight, Lee?
My heaviest
on stage.
Yeah, heaviest weight was like 280, right? You fat bastard.
No, on stage.
Oh,
218.
was that the one where you had long blonde hair in the red trunks?
That was the 2000 Night of Champions. If you pull up the picture, you'd see it.
Yeah, I can't. I got to figure out how to do it on this fucking thing. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that on here.
But off season, 285 was my heaviest.
Jesus Christ! Remember how big those guys used to get in the off season? How big fucking
NASA, Dorian,
NASA. Oh my God, they were enormous. And I used to go to guest postings just to see them on their off season because it was just freaks.
And everyone, Matarazzi, and everyone would talk shit about how they're fat looking at us. Like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah. And back then, like, you know, your off season was really your off season. It didn't matter. Like now, the thing is, though, you got to kind of, if you're a bodybuilder, like somebody like Chris, you can't really get that out of shape because you're marketing yourself on Instagram and social media constantly. You know what I mean? So you can't really let yourself go too much.
I just take a million.
Pros and cons.
What'd you say, Chris?
What did he say?
I said take a million photos while you're in shape, change your outfits, do like every body part in the gym with different shirts on. So for the next 6 months, just post old pictures.
The only problem is you start going on podcasts nowadays and my face is this big and I got like a double chin. They're like, wait a second, you know?
Hey, wait a minute. I look like a fat.
I'm like that in the bathroom now. I'm like,
I put a couple of videos on TikTok and I'm like, Jesus, why did my wife tell me I'm getting so fucking old? Holy shit.
Now, the worst bit is when you get out the shower and look in the mirror and you see the love handles and shit. You're like, what the fuck is that? I'm thinking, I wonder my wife doesn't fuck me. I wouldn't fuck me either.
Oh my God.
I'm a mess.
You get those like fluorescent light bulbs at like a random bar. You're like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah. You always hate how you look in the mirror and you always hate hearing your voice on a recording.
I can't even listen to my own podcast.
Yeah, I got you to the first couple of shows I did. Yeah, me too. But I got used to it now, though. Yes, Nick's abs are insane. Nick's abs look like concrete. They look like fucking, I don't know, what do you want to call them? Like concrete bricks. They're ridiculous. I would love to see. Go ahead, do what you gotta do, man. I would love to see Nick win.
Well, I said it's not out of the question. I said
it's not.
Me personally, I think the top two, even though Hardy comes in good, I think the top these two this year, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Samson and Nick in either order.
So, gun to your head. Who do you think wins the Olympia this year? Gun to your head, like right now.
If I had a gun to my head, I'd say Nick.
Really?
Only because I've seen the mass he's put on. He's freaky. He can control his waist. He's fucking hard as. Yeah. And I haven't seen, Samson has the nice shape and the muscle bellies, but we haven't seen him at the hardness that Nick has yet. So if I was to have a gun to my head and they said choose one, just going off what I've seen, because, you know, if Samson comes in, okay, it's door shut if he comes in like a Ronnie Coleman dry, but we haven't seen that yet. But just seeing how Nick looks now, if I had a gun to my head, I'd say I pick Nick for the win.
Yeah. The gun to my head, we're going to put a gun to your head too, Chris. Not literally, obviously. A gun to my head, I know everybody's gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm going to pick Derek, and here's my reason. I know. I know. Believe me, I know. But here's my reason. One, Aceto really fixed his problem for the Arnold, and he looked great, and he dominated Samson. And Derek has a serious point to prove, because last year he really dropped the ball at the Olympia, which is the whole reason why he did the Arnold and what do you call it? The Arnold and Pittsburgh. And if you remember last year, like, he's not near, his progress picks aren't nearly as impressive as Nick's. But if you remember last year before the Arnold, 3 weeks out, he looked the same way. He didn't look that impressive. And then all of a sudden on show day, he comes out and bang, you're like, oh shit, that was fucking insane. So I think him and Aceto figured out this formula to hold on to as much mass as they can, so he doesn't lose the legs like he did last year. And he still has a really good shape. And his rear double bye, the only person that could challenge his rear double bye is Nick, really. So gun to my head, I would pick Derek this year.
Oh, damn, you're dead then.
I know. What do you think, Chris?
So I want to add about Derek. So I think from talking to him, I think he's really relaxed now. I think that's good. I think that's like the biggest thing. You know, that's huge. In your prep, when you feel more relaxed, you got a good, relationship there, with your coach and everything. I think that can work wonders, and so I hope he comes in good. I really hope everyone comes in good. It makes for a better show.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And some guys just hold more water like a few weeks out, and they can just really suck down that last little bit, and really hold on to their size better doing that too. But gun to my head, I really think Nick can take it, and I think Samson looks insane. I think that people don't realize that we've never had a Nick Walker before. Like nobody's ever been exactly like him.
Yeah.
Pushing, I think he's still over 280 pounds at 5'7".
Yeah.
But shredded to the bone already.
Yeah.
His stomach he's improved. They said, improve your stomach. He improved his stomach. Improve your back. He improved his back. Improve your posing. He's improved his posing. So he's doing all the work too, So
now, who do I want to win? Like, who I want to win is Nick. I would be happy if Nick or if Samson repeated, because those are my 2 favorite bodybuilders. Right. But I try to be not biased when I'm giving an opinion on who I think will win. I try not to be like Holmesy's great at that. You ever watch our show on Muscle Talk with the guy who wants to evolve? Holmesy's great at I dislike this bodybuilder, so he's coming in dead last. So like, he hates Sergio Oliva for some reason, and in his last show, he's like, Sergio's coming in dead last. Yeah, but he's great. He's great at that. But that's what I try to do, and I try to be like, okay, all things being equal, I try to weigh it out. But I would love nothing more to see Nick. Plus, don't get me wrong, I'm a little biased. I would like to see the Olympia title back in the United States. And even more so, he's from the East Coast, and even more so, he's from New Jersey. It's like, that would be nice. It'd
be nice to see like a little fuck you out there there's so many people who doubted him. So many people who say he's got the, whatever wrong with his physique and shit, I'm a big guy. Like, I like to root for the underdog. Everybody does,
I just see his mom and dad go crazy on stage.
Oh God. The way he loves his parents, the way he loves his mother makes you love him even more. When he took his mother to the mall and bought her like one of those expensive bags for her birthday, you're like, I fucking love this kid. Like, I don't know, he's just, the way he's a family man, and he's got this amazing personality when you watch his podcast.
Did you watch him and his mum on Fuad's podcast?
I didn't. I missed it, but I saw that she was on. Yeah, and they watch movies together every week. To me, there's nothing better than that.
I believe he's moving back. He's moving back with them.
Is he really? I don't. Is he? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know his personal, life much, except for what he posts on Instagram.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a family man, and you like seeing that. Oh, I wish my mom was still around so I could buy her a purse, But
right.
The fact that he's there to do it, and she's been supportive of him the whole way, is awesome. I like how honest he is too, and he talks about how she, just talks some shit every once in a while to him, and he's like, I think it's funny.
You got along well with you. You had a good relationship with your mom, Chris?
Oh yeah, she was my biggest fan.
Is she still alive, or you mean?
No, she passed away a few years ago.
Oh, sorry.
Right before I joined the army, she passed away.
Sucks. Sorry to hear that, dude.
I'm lucky. I'm lucky my mum's still around, and she wouldn't want a purse. My mum gets excited when I take her to the dollar shop, and I spend all day there, and she's just buying shit all day.
Whatever makes them happy,
Whatever. My mum loves the dollar shop. I can go in there, but the only problem is I'm in there for 5 hours. I'm like, Mum, come on. She'll be going every aisle, looking at stuff and buying stuff. I give her some. By the time we come out, she's brought bags and bags of shit, but she has the greatest time with it. She'll go buy stuff that just sparkles to stick on rocks in a garden so it shines in the sun.
Yeah. What are you doing with that? But yeah, if you got a good mom, you got to take care of her. I had a horrible relationship with my mother. My mother tried to kill me.
We know.
My mother tried to kill me. My mother was just an awful relationship.
That post that I send you guys had.
You got special love from your mom, John. So
yeah,
special.
Chris tried to send us a post. I think he sent it to me. Did you send it to Lee?
No, I sent it to Lee separately. It was supposed to be to you guys in the group chat, but I sent it separately. That shit was hilarious about the butt plug.
Yeah, that's definitely something my mother would do.
That was hilarious.
That's something my mother would do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I didn't have a very good relationship with my mother. So my father died in 2004, right? And it was 2 Christmases later. And I had a girlfriend, and this girl, I was living with this girl. So my father would always buy my mother nice stuff. Like, she wore glasses, so she had all these Gucci and Prada frames, and he always bought up, he had whatever. When he was making money, he spared no expense. He always bought my mother nice stuff. So that Christmas, I said, I'm going to buy my mother a nice bag because I know she likes that stuff. I'm going to buy her one. And again, my mother would love to kind of passively aggressively insult me in front of people, right? so I buy her one of those expensive bags, and the night before Christmas Eve, because Christmas Eve, Chris, I'm sure it was the same thing with your family. Christmas Eve is the big holiday with the Italians. Christmas Day is so Christmas Eve is the big holiday with the Italians. So the night before, we all go to my mother's house, and my sister-in-laws, they're all helping her prepare the food and everything, and blah, 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 and all this shit. So I take my mother's gift the night before Christmas. I put it under the tree, and that's the bag. It's wrapped. It's the bag, whatever. Put it under the tree. My sister-in-law, for some reason, in the kitchen gets a nosebleed. I don't know what happened. She gets a nosebleed. So I walk into the kitchen, and I go, my sister-in-law's name is Nina. And Nina, what the fuck? And my mother goes, watch your mouth. Your father never spoke like that. And it was like not even 2 years later after he fucking died, right? So I turned around, I walk out, I tell the girl, get my mother's gift. She gets my mother's gift. Now, back then, I don't know if it still is, but back then, the malls were open till midnight around Christmas time, so everybody could go shopping, right?
Mm-hmm.
I go and I return the fucking bag. And I get my mother a $50 gift card, and I went, "Oh, Merry Christmas."
Mom.
I know, but yeah, that's motherly love.
I think if you just left the bag, it would have been better because it would have made her feel bad.
No, because she had no guilt.
Oh, okay.
She had no guilt and she had no accountability.
Sounds like Tony Soprano's mom.
Yeah, that's exactly what my mother was. Yes. That's exactly what it is. These blacks.
Speaking of your mom, how is your mom doing?
Horrible, actually. For some reason, I went there Friday after work. For some reason, the dementia is getting so bad that she doesn't even talk anymore. She doesn't speak. She's like a mute now. There's no talking. So she can't walk. She can't talk. She can't go to the bathroom by herself. She can't take a shower by herself. She can't dress herself. She can't do anything. She could feed her. She could eat herself, but you have to put the food right in front of her. She can't do anything. And for some reason, I don't know why, but there's this loss of speech. Just no talking. So I can't even tell you if she knows who I am or not, because she doesn't talk. I don't know what that's from or what.
I told you, it's all a plan. They say your son's coming. So is that my son coming? He's going, shut up.
Maybe he'll leave. Maybe he'll leave if I just stay like
this. She says to the nurse, "Oh fuck! I thought he'd never leave." got the crossword out.
I forgot my keys, Ma.
Yeah. She's still fucking with you at this age.
Oh shit!
You got to peek your head back in when you leave.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm still gonna fuck with him even though I'm in here.
Yeah, you guys are fucked up. I got fucked up friends. Jesus Christ.
That'd make a comedy skit, wouldn't it? You could just see it and they're saying he's gone now. Oh, thank God. I didn't think I'm ever going to go.
Yeah.
Everything is fake.
Yeah. Like, next time, give me some Valium so I can actually tune out a bit more.
You know, we do. What's funny is that we do have to give her this pill so she sleeps at night. Otherwise, she's up all night. I forgot what it's called. We just call it the knockout pill because before the dementia got bad, she would be up all night, and then she started like just walking around the neighborhood in the middle of the night.
I heard a lot of people do dementia. They just start walk off and.
Yeah, she would just start walking. So then what we did was we put a deadbolt in the door so she can't leave. And then the doctor prescribed this pill. I forgot what the fuck it's called. Anyway, she takes one every night and she's out for the whole night.
Sounds good. What is it? I need it.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Someone at T. I don't know.
Put it on the bodybuilding forums.
What is it?
They put it on the bodybuilding forums.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's something with a T. I don't remember. Whatever. I don't fucking know. But whatever. Yeah, so it was getting that bad. Now it's basically like she's just like one of those. She's like one of those ghost pirate ships that are just floating around the water. You know what I mean? It's just it is what it is. But anyway, so who is the dark horse? I honestly think it's going to be Tonio. I think it's either going to be Tonio or Brett Wilkins.
I say Tony, but even like Chris said, even Jordan could be the dark horse.
I know.
I think that's my dark horse. You know, like he's hard, man. He gets in good shape.
Yeah, and got great shape, the conditioning. So
yeah. Jordan just has this amazing physique, these round muscle bellies, his quads, and his shoulders.
Could we say even because we haven't seen him because he got injured? Could Vito be a dark horse? That's
what Forrest Smith just said. Good Vito.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
I kind of forgot about him. Yeah, he looks sick.
Yeah.
I think his back is a little bit shallow compared to everything else because his legs are so freaking big, and his chest, and his arms, and everything.
There's some Chinese guy.
It'd be good if he had made the Arnold. They would have a better, you know. Yeah. See how he's going to stack up against him if he had got in the Arnold without getting injured.
There's a Chinese guy.
Yeah.
Does he have this? Does he have this?
That's Japanese. That's not Chinese.
They all look the same.
This is Chinese. This is Chinese.
No, that looks South Korean. That's South Korean.
This is Chinese. Oh, that's the Chinese. You know, one of the guys said that I was, being racist when I did this. So I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Why can't you have fun anymore?
I don't know.
I think as long as you just say "just kidding" at the end, everything's okay.
Oh, really? Is that how it goes? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna wear the glasses anymore. But I really have a headache, and they told me that if I just do this for the headache,
just tell them those glasses are prescribed.
Oh yeah, that definitely feels better. Oh,
I think I'm not sure, but I think didn't the Chinese invent Venetian blinds?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, you think about it. If you're a spy, you'd want the Chinese because if the Venetian blinds are like this, I can stand behind the blind and have perfect vision, fucking straight through the blind.
I thought Venetian blinds were up and down.
No, Venetians are this way.
Oh, that's way? Oh,
yeah. So they can see straight through it. If I'm a white guy and I'm spying on you, I've got to go like this.
Oh, that's a bitch. I know that's a problem. But even if they were up and down, if the Chinese guy would just like did this, see right. The chinks are funny, man. We can make fun of the chinks all day long. You just can't make fun of the Jews.
Well, it's because they're doing better than all of us. They jobs, make a lot of money.
Did you know? Here's a question for you. Do you know how the Grand Canyon was invented?
Oh no! Don't get my YouTube chat. You can't make fun of the Jews. They're off limits. You get canceled. You saw what happened to Jimmy Kimmel.
Dropped the penny down a rabbit hole.
Oh, and then they all went and looked for it. Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Same as that's how copper wire got invented, because two of those were fighting over a penny.
Yeah. Did you hear about the table of Jewish women that went to the restaurant, and the waiter comes over and says, "Ladies, is anything okay?" The hell is wrong with you, fucking guys?
Did I hear a doorbell then somewhere? Or was that my?
It was. I don't know who's here. Probably male. That's the teacher, probably.
What'd you say?
It's finally him getting that t-shirt.
Wouldn't that be funny that it comes right now?
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Yo, how's your girl like living in Alaska, man?
Not very much.
Not too much. Yeah. I know.
We made some good friends up here, so I think that's what she likes about it. But the weather, I mean, she needs some sun, man.
Well, how much longer do you have to be there?
My end of service is going to be in the end of April. So
that's not bad. And then you're looking to move to Alaska, right? Alaska. You're looking to move to Vegas, right?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. You know, we're looking at North Carolina too. That's where her family's from. It's nice there.
Oh, okay.
You're still young. I wonder if you have had those arguments in years to come. I did everything for you. I traveled and lived up in that shithole Alaska for you. Don't you ever question how much I love you. I stayed up there. I moved away up there to be with you. And I went through dieting with you. That's the coming. That's your future.
That's maybe Chris's future.
She's a trooper, man. She came up here. And I was still in the field. So I'm out there sleeping in the snow. She came up here. I had to call a friend from another unit to go pick her up. So she didn't see me for weeks. After we already didn't see each other for months. And then that whole year, I don't think I spent more than like 2 weeks home at a time. And
she's like, this is great.
a couple days after she came up here, we got like 4 feet of snow. And then it snowed like every 3 days for the whole year. It was like the most snow that Anchorage has seen in like 100 years or something. So, and she never really saw snow before that.
What about wintertime with all the darkness? Did she like that?
Oh, no, we got this like happy light. It like just blinds you with light.
I was gonna say, you'd have to do something like that, right?
Yeah, she goes tanning. I do it too. Makes you feel good.
Forrest Smith asked where at in North Carolina?
Probably like in the middle, somewhere near kind of Charlotte, so I can still go to the beach, still go to Charlotte, but have privacy.
Oh, I like Greensboro. Is that in North Carolina? Or yeah, I've been there. It was nice, and then I went to Myrtle Beach.
South Carolina.
That's South Carolina. Jeez.
I've been all over. I saw a girl from Myrtle Beach, and she came to visit me in California, and I thought she was hot. She turns up, she's coming for a week. After 2 days, I had her back at the airport.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's never a good idea. Yeah. You know, you gotta question yourself. If a hot chick is single and willing to move to the other side of the country after knowing you for like a day,
why is someone tired of her?
What'd you say?
I said, why is someone tired of her?
Yeah, because that shit is like crazy.
And when I picked her up from the airport, she looked dressed like Britney Spears. She had on this little short skirt, big cowboy boots, and oh Jesus!
Yeah. And once you slammed her a couple of times, you're like, "Get out of here, bitch!"
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like while you're away apart from each other, the texts and all that are great. Yeah. Then once you've done the deed, it's like, how am I feeling the next 6 days?
Yeah, money's on the table. Get out of here.
Damn.
Oh, it's terrible.
I know, horrible. I did go to California to meet some broad when I was single. That was the only time I was ever in California. This Filipino chick with a fucking giant ass. It was unbelievable.
Filipino, but giant ass.
Yeah.
It was a man, baby.
And if she lived closer, I probably would have considered dating her exclusively, but because she was, Filipinos know how to treat their men.
The t-shirt again. T-shirt.
Go get the t-shirt, bro.
But
yeah, and I remember I went out there. This was 2006, 2007, and we went to Venice Beach, and we went to Gold.
You missed me. I was in Texas, Austin, Texas. And you missed.
If all the women in Texas were as ugly as your mama, the Lone Ranger going to be alone a long time.
But this should be a good TV show, The Lone Ranger. I used to watch that.
What'd you say?
I used to watch the Lone Ranger TV show. That was good.
Yeah. What was the horse's name? Trigger?
Silver.
Silver. I thought it was Trigger.
Trigger was Roy Rogers' horse, wasn't it?
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Oh.
And Tonto. Yes,
Yeah.
Kimo.
Tonto. Yeah, Tonto was his sidekick. And he used to go, he used to say, "How the hell are you?"
Yes, Kimo. But I didn't know. Did you watch the Lone Ranger movie with Johnny Depp and Armie Hammer? That wasn't
Never
bad.
saw it. Was it good?
It wasn't bad. It was good action. But Johnny Depp's funny as Tonto in it. It's like playing the part as a stupid Indian, but it was funny.
What was the Lone Ranger's horse's name?
Silver.
Search.
Hi-ho, Silver.
Right. Fuck, you're right. It's Silver. The Lone
Trigger.
Ranger.
Look, if Trigger, that was Roy Rogers' horse, wasn't it?
Roy Rogers was Trigger.
I don't know. Look it up.
I am.
You using chat?
What? What was Roy Rogers' horse's name?
Did you set the language to Brooklynese? Like,
yeah.
does it understand you?
yeah.
Roy Rogers.
Yeah.
All right.
Wasn't that oh no, the tiger on Winnie the Pooh was Tigger.
Tigger,
Mhm.
yeah.
Did you ever
Well,
see
then-
Mr. Ed was a talking horse.
what'd you say?
The Mr. Ed was a talking horse.
Chris, did you ever see the episode of Winnie the Pooh when that girl really liked Tigger and she wanted the father to meet Tigger, and the father said, "A Tigger? Not in my house."
Has John been drinking before the show? Though?
I think
You
one
guys-
time he did, yeah.
You guys are fucked up.
Did you have a good day at work today, John?
I actually really did, believe it or not. I really did. I had some good news today.
You seem
yeah?
to be in a good.
Good news always means money's coming in. That's what it means.
Uh,
Good news always means money's coming in.
but then if
Come
it's
on,
like
that was
me,
a fucking
good
funny
news,
joke.
money.
Yeah.
But if you
That
like
was a
me,
good one.
there's good news that money comes in, but then always a couple of days later, like, yes, I've got this little nest egg. Something
it gets
goes
out.
wrong or something breaks and you got to fucking spend it.
Oh, that happens all the time. But I have a central air in my house. I have a unit downstairs, a unit upstairs.
Oh.
Last year I had to replace the unit upstairs. This year I had to replace the unit downstairs. That was 20 grand right there.
20 grand.
Yep. For
I'll be
central
putting
air.
Good business to be in.
the fucking air
Oh,
conditioner.
HVAC, 100%. What'd you say, Lee? I'm sorry.
I'll be putting those air conditioners in the window, old school.
Yeah.
Where you put in the window, pull the window down, it just sits on the window.
Yeah, I was Chris. You're 100% right. My trade was an electrician. I have electrical background. I was an electrician for 10 years before I started working for the city. And the reason why I was an electrician was because my brothers were, my father was, my grandfather was. But if I had to do it over again, 100% would be HVAC. Those guys never stop working, and they make a shit ton of money.
It's that and roofing. Those are the
Yeah.
perfect for residential stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. I mean,
Bill Cosby did a lot of roofing.
yeah, he did. He did a lot of roofing and a lot of
It was good until it went,
Yeah.
business went bad.
a lot of roofing and a lot of craping.
You being an electrician, I'd find that shocking. I'm here all day because you don't really seem like a bright spark.
Me and Lee, we make a great fucking combination, and Chris falls right into it. Chris, you got to come on more often now.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, definitely.
After today, Chris is like, I'm not fucking coming back.
yeah.
This is the lightest show I've been on with you guys.
This is what?
I said this is the lightest show I've been on.
What was you've been on? Well, once I interviewed you, so that was just me interviewing you.
Well, it was I came on with you guys the one time, right? And then
you came on again with Dom.
with Dom, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we had some good stories on those ones.
Oh, right. We talked about my mother and that she used to fondle my genitalia when I was sick. Yeah. And then I forgot what else we talked about. Oh, we talked about Lee's dick and how it had to be drained. Right.
Anal sex, shitty anal sex.
Yeah. The anal sex where I had a chocolate chip at the end of my dick. That's right. I forgot about that story. Yep.
Maybe that was a different podcast. Now you're starting to get mixed up here.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one with the chocolate chips. They saved that for another day, but you know it's going to go to shit. So
all right, you psychopaths. I'm out.
Oh, we did cover bodybuilding, didn't we? We did talk about the Olympia.
Yeah, for about 12 seconds. That's fine.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah.
At least you covered the title.
I got bored.
All right, fellas. Have a good evening. Thank you for coming on. I will see you guys soon.
All right. Talk to
Thank
you later,
you.
guys.
Later.
Bye-bye.